No, you are not sideways. I am. I don't feel very good today, so I'm doing this video lying down sideways on my bed. Does anybody else lie sideways or diagonally? That's what I do. If you live alone, if you sleep alone, and you're in a big bed, try lying sideways or diagonally because it's amazing. But anyways, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new here, hello. This is not normal, although I usually am sitting in my bed, but this time I'm lying down. And if you're not new here, hello, welcome. Not new here, that's a new way to put it. Anyways, we're just gonna roll with it. Today we're gonna do our, what month was it? May wrap up. Now, I realize it's September. I realize that. We're not going to talk about it. I haven't done many wrap ups. So we're going to do the May wrap up. Part of me thinks we've already done this wrap up, but I can't find it in my videos. So if I've done it before, I apologize, but I feel like I've talked about these books already, but maybe not. I have my handy dandy, oh my gosh, today is going really well, handy dandy card, index card full of messy writing and crossed out words, fun stuff. Oh my golly gosh, look at my hair. No, don't look at my hair. It's a disaster. Okay, hello. I'm kind of out of it. Anyways, okay. As I said, I don't feel good today, so you're just gonna have to deal with me lying down. I apologize. Look at my books. Don't they look good? These are all my owned books. Don't they look good? I think they look good. I got my Bible over there. This Bible up, way up. I can't reach it up there. That says Inspire on it. I got that. I think I bought it, or my dad bought it for me for Christmas. I know it was around Christmas time, but I don't remember if I bought it or if my dad bought it for me. I know he's bought me Bibles before, but that one is a beautiful one because it's a non-illustrated. It has coloring pages in it, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love that Bible. Okay, sorry. Here we go. My May wrap up of reading. Okay, I read / listened to. I'm just going to say read because listening to audiobooks is reading in my opinion. 9 books. So, we're going to go through that. Also, ignore the double chin. I hate that double chin. Okay. All right, let's get started. So, my May wrap up, I listened to 6 audiobooks, read 3 physical books, no ebooks, which I haven't read a lot of ebooks this year, which is weird because I now have a Kindle and a Kindle Unlimited subscription, but I haven't read many. I hope you can hear me okay. So, are we recording? We're recording. Good, we're on a roll. Okay. Let's start with the 3 physical books. I will put the picture up here. Is it going to be up here? I think it's going to be up there. Okay. The first, these are not in the order I listened or read them. They're just in random order. So I read Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I have to get comfy. I'm sorry. Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I have started the Sarah J. Maasiverse. Or the Massiverse, I guess it's called. I know, I said I would never read Sarah J. Maas. But I am. And I'm enjoying it. I am reading the Throne of Glass series. Oh, my hair. I get so distracted. It's ridiculous. ADHD life, everyone. What was I talking about? This is going really well. Crown of Midnight, right. Okay, so I'm reading Throne of Glass. I don't think I'm going to read the other 2 series by her. Just because they get a bit spicy, and I'm not sure if I want to read that. I did read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I did start reading A Court of, what's the second one? Mist and Fury? Is that the second one? Court of Akamath, yeah. I started reading that, but it was just too spicy for my liking. But I do like Throne of Glass, even though I'm on the like fifth or sixth book now, fifth book I think, and Empire Storms, and it's getting a little bit spicy. I just read Empire Storms. I just finished it recently, and it was a bit spicy, and yeah. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about A Crown of Midnight. Crown of Midnight, I gave 5 stars. I really liked it. Crown of Midnight is where the story kind of takes off. The series takes off, in my opinion. More in Airfire, but basically, in Assassin's Blade, which is the prequel, we learn about Selena Serdothian's backstory, basically. And then in Throne of Glass Book 1, we learn about her getting taken from this war camp type thing, and it employs slaves, basically. And she gets taken from there to a kingdom where she competes to be the king's assassin. And the only reason why she's against the king, she doesn't like the king, but we don't like the king. Okay, we don't like the king. But she competes to be his king's assassin because the prince who had taken her there said, if you do this and you become the king's assassin, I'll take off your, what is it called? Like your, oh my gosh, sentence to be a slave, and you'll be free. So she goes to compete because that's the only answer. Because it's either that or be beaten or die in Adovier, which is the slave camp thing. So she goes there, and then in Crown of Midnight, I can't really say much because it's continuing the series, but there are elves, okay? There are elves, not elves, fae. Oh my gosh, not elves. I'm reading another book with elves. Fae, there is fae. And, yeah, it's good. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. The whole world building with Sarah J. Maas is just amazing. The writing, not the best writing. There's a lot of words repeated in short periods of time. There's a lot of, I just find the repetitiveness a lot to handle. You kind of have to ignore that. There's a lot of words repeated. I think there's just a lot of words that are repeated throughout the whole series, basically. And so the writing's not the best, but the characters and Selena is starting to grow on me. Like at first I didn't really like her. I don't think we're meant to really like her, and then now she's kind of grown on me after book 5, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I gave that 5 stars. My throat is all croaky. I'm so sorry. I think I'm catching a cold, which is why I want to do this video today. I apologize. Next we have A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. This is the first book in the Veronica Speedwell series. It is it Regency or Victorian? I think it's Victorian mystery, historical mystery anyways. Historical mystery with romance series, and it has a slow burn romance. It is wonderful. It features Victoria Speedwell. Is it Victoria? Veronica. Oh my gosh, Veronica, not Victoria. Oh my goodness. People are gonna hate me. Okay, Veronica Speedwell. Get that right. She is a woman who is a butterfly hunter, and she lives in the, I believe, Victorian ages. And, oh, that's why I was saying Victoria, because Victorian. I gotcha. So, she is a butterfly hunter, and in the first book, which is A Curious Beginning, her aunts who have raised her kind of in a strict way have passed on, and she decides to start her life anew and travel more and just be her own self. And she's a wonderful character. And in the beginning of A Curious Beginning, she gets approached by a man who says that she's in danger and she has to come with him. So she thinks, okay, this is a way to get out of my small town. So she goes with him and they go, and then he takes her to this. I'm telling you the whole story. I mean, I'm not going to tell you spoilers. This is all in the beginning. He takes her to this place where she meets Stoker, and Stoker is a wonderful character. I forget his first name, but everybody just calls him Stoker. And it goes from there. It's a mystery. There's a murder. Her whole backstory is not backstory. Her whole history, her family history, is revealed. It had a plot twist that shocked me, but it was still really good. And I've since read 4 or 5 books in the series, and Curious Beginnings Book 1. Really enjoyed it. It is a slow burn romance. Nothing happens until the 4th book, I think. 3rd or 4th book. And the characters of Veronica and Stoker are they're wonderful characters. I love them. Stoker is like my favorite book boyfriend if I had one. He's wonderful. So anyways, although he's probably too young for me, but anyways, gave that 5 stars. He's fictional. I can like him. He's fictional, okay? Trying to get comfortable here. Okay. Next was another 5-star. All 3 of my physical books were 5 stars. That's amazing. I had a really great reading month in May. So the 3rd physical book I read was The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. Again, 5 stars. This is the newest book from Holly Jackson, who wrote The Girl's Guide to Murder. If you don't know, she wrote 5 Survive, which I still have not read. And what other books has she written? There's a new one coming out, I think, next year. Anyways, the reappearance of Rachel Price, I gave 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. It is about a girl named Belle, and she is 17 years old, I believe, maybe 18. I don't remember. Most young adults, they're 17, so I should assume she's 17, but she might be older. And when she was 2 or 3 years old, she was in the car with her mom, and her mom disappeared, and somebody found her as a child in the car. And they never knew what happened to her mom, who is Rachel Price. And flash forward 15, 16 years, whatever years, and she's now 18 or 17. I'm just... If you're still here, God bless you. So she's older, and they're doing a documentary about the disappearance of Rachel Price. And they're doing this documentary, well, she doesn't know why they're doing it. Her dad has agreed to do it. And all of a sudden, this is no spoiler because it's actually in the title, Rachel Price reappears. So it's all about Belle trying to figure out what happened to her mom, because her mom has no memory of what happened. And it's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's very suspenseful. But it's kind of a slow burn as well. Not in romance, but in the finding out, like, the last, 40, 50 pages are packed full of stuff happening. Like, action is amazing at that point. But the rest of it is pretty slow, and I find that a lot of people didn't like that. But I liked it. I thought it was really good. I think the build-up to the last 50 pages was done expertly, in my opinion. I thought it was really well done. Mind you, Holly Jackson likes using the F-bomb a lot, and I find that kind of annoying, especially in young adult books, because not every teenager and young adult talk like that, and I just don't like that she has everybody in her books speaking like that and saying foul language. I don't agree with that. I don't think that that's a good representation of teenagers in this world. I know a lot of people swear. I know that, but not everybody does. Just saying. So, yeah, I didn't particularly like the language, but I liked the book. The book was really well done. There's a little bit of a romance that a lot of people didn't like. I kind of liked it. I thought it was sweet. Um, and the ending was good. It wasn't my favorite ending. I think I would have preferred it go a different way, but I really did enjoy it. And like I said, the last 50 pages were just jam packed full of action. So I really, really enjoyed that book. I gave it 5 stars. And I think the 5 stars is basically for the last 50 pages. I just really enjoyed it, could not put it down. And I'm not saying it's only 50 pages. I'm just saying, I'm just giving a ballpark number. But it was really good. I think I read the last, like maybe 150, 180 pages in one sitting because I just could not put it down. Oh, we've been talking for 15 minutes already. Okay, I gotta hurry up. Audiobooks. I listened to 6 audiobooks. The first one I listened to was To Catch a Suitor by Sarah Adams. This is the second in her series. It's a family. I can't remember. It's a last name and then a family series. I can't remember what it is, but she only has 2 books out in that series. The first book was I read it the month before this. No, I'll put it up here if I remember, but it was another book. To Catch a Suitor is the second one in the series, and it follows the the hero from the first book's sister and his best friend. And it was such a cute book. So Sarah Adams, she's starting to write more spicy scenes in her books. But back in the day, I say that so often. Her backlist, I sound so old when I say back in the day. Her backlist has a lot of books that are romantic and kind of cheesy, kind of fun, fluffy kind of books that have no spice in them. And this is one of them. And To Catch a Suitor is a Regency romance. Loved it. I listened to it on audio. It was so cute. The banter between the two main characters was just spot on. It was, oh my goodness, it was so good. I think if I were to say, I think I liked the first one more. I wish I could remember what that one was called. I think I liked it more, but To Catch a Suitor was still really good. I really liked her dating her brother's best friend, which I thought was really cool. I think I like it because I dated one of my brother's friends for a while, and I love that trope. I figure, and I really don't like it when people, like in books, when brothers or sisters really get mad at their sibling for dating their best friend. I don't like that because if you're best friends with someone and you love your sibling, you should want them to be together, you know? You should respect both of them. Anyways, my brother had no problem with me dating his friends, so at least I don't think he did. He never said he did. Watch me find out he hated it. Okay, anyways, To Catch a Suitor, Sarah Adams, 5 stars. Next, I listened to Crust No One by Wendy Archer. I gave this 4 stars. This is the second book or third book. I think it's the second book in the Bread Shop Mysteries or something like that. I think it's Bread Shop Mysteries. It follows and I don't remember what happens in this particular book. I should look that up. I've got 2 books from that series. It's a cozy mystery. Oh my goodness, I don't remember what happens in this book. Like I said, my memory just leaves me whenever I finish. Usually cozy mysteries I listen on audio, I forget the next day. No, all I know is this series follows a woman, I forget her name, and she goes back to her hometown and her mom, I believe her mom has passed away. Or is it her dad? I think it's her mom who passed away. And so she's with her dad and they're grieving. There's a lot of grief talk in the first book. I think the first book was called Needed to Death, I think it was called. Um, Needed as in Kneaded. Um, and she goes back to this hometown. It's like, she goes, and then I say, again, oh my goodness. She goes back to her hometown where she meets this she starts going to this bread shop that is owned by three sisters, I believe, and starts making bread. And there's a murder in town. Someone, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's a really cute series. I really enjoyed the series when I listened to them. I just don't remember anything about what happened in the series or anything about the series. I do remember I liked the romance because, of course, I did. Um, but I even forget who the romance is with. I think thinking back, it's probably 3 star because I just don't remember anything about it. But the experience was a 4 star, or did I give it 5 stars? Yes, a 4 star. The experience of listening to it, I really enjoyed it. I remember I really liked the writing. It was really well done. That's all. And then also I read the next book in the series. I listened to the audiobook, which is The Walking Bread, again by Winnie Archer, and I gave that one 4 stars as well. So it's not a 5 star series. Thinking back, I think they're probably 3 stars or 3.5 stars. But on Goodreads, I gave them 4 stars. And then I listened to A Perilous Undertaking, which is book 3 by Deanna Raybourn in the Veronica Speedwell series. And I also listened to no, Perilous Undertakings book 2. A Treacherous Course, oh my gosh, I can't say the word. A Treacherous Curse by Deanna Raybourn. I also gave 5 stars. I gave them both 5 stars. They are book 2 and 3 in the Veronica Speedwell series. I have to finish this video. I am so... I can't talk. I don't feel good. I'm sick. I need some Diet Coke. I'm just having one of those days, you know? Anyways, this continues the story of Stoker and Veronica. In this series, you do have to start in book 1 and continue on. Because while there's a new mystery in each book, there's still a lot of overarching themes that go along throughout the book. So, throughout the series, I mean. So, I would recommend starting with A Curious Beginning. That is a 5 star series for me. I absolutely love it. And I have book 5, I believe. Maybe 6. I can't remember. Which is 4. I think I have book 5 on audiobook right now, signed up for my library, so I might listen to that today because that sounds good. Yeah, those are the books and audiobooks. Oh no, I got one more. I forgot about this one. Sorry. Finlay Donovan Rolls the Dice by El Cosimano. I gave that 4 stars. Did I give 4 stars? Yes, I did. This is the 4th book in the Finlay Donovan series. The first book is Finlay Donovan is Killing It. Finlay Donovan Rolls the Dice. I gave 4 stars because I feel like it wasn't the best out of the series. And again, you have to start with book 1 because there's an overarching theme that goes throughout the series. And it kind of wraps up in book 4, so I don't know if there's going to be any more books out from that series. I think there's going to be one more book that comes out. I'm not sure. But, I mean, it follows Finlay Donovan in the first book, who is a struggling author whose husband, we don't like him. He just is divorced her and is now living with the woman he cheated in the first book, is living with the woman he cheated on her with. and he's trying to get custody of the kids. She's having financial problems. She has a book sold, but it didn't make much money, so she wants to write a new book. So she goes to Panera with her agent, and she talks to her, and she outlines to her verbally her idea for a murder mystery book. And this lady overhears her and thinks she's a hitwoman. So she offers her a chance to make a lot of money if she just killed this woman's husband. So Finley's like, I can't kill someone, but then she's like, that's a lot of money. I could really use that money. And it's a comedic series. It's very funny. She has a nanny that is hilarious for her kids. Oh, yeah, she's got kids. She has, already mentioned that. Oh my gosh. She has a nanny Vero, who's a wonderful character. And the whole series of them getting into situations that nobody would get into in real life. Like, it's just ridiculous. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And, in this particular book, it rolls the dice. Finley and her ex-husband, her kids, Vero, and Finley's mom all go to, I was going to say Vegas, but I don't think it's Vegas. I think it's somewhere else in the United States. Some betting capital. I don't know. And they're trying to take down someone and also find someone that's close to Vero because he's been kidnapped, maybe. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. But I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite in the series. I think my favorite's probably the first book, but it was really good. So, yeah. And the audiobook is really good too. So, just a hint. I love the audiobooks. Whew. It is now 30 minutes almost. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them if you have, if I've enticed you to read any of them. Oh, and I should say, in the Veronica Speedwell series, there is a bit of spice after the 4th book or 3rd book. I think it's a 4th book. Not too bad in my opinion, not too much in my opinion. And in the Crust No One, the bread series, there's no spice. It's just a cozy mystery. It might have a couple curse words. I don't remember. And in Finley Donovan, there's a bit of spice. So just so you know. Yeah. And the reappearance of Rachel Price. Did it have spice? I don't think it did. But check the trigger warnings for the reappearance of Rachel Price if you have any triggers, because there is a little bit of triggers in there. Crown of Midnight had no spice, but there is spice in that series, just not in that particular book. And in the Sarah Adams books, there was no spice, but there was great banter. I really recommend To Catch a Suitor and the first book. I'll put the first book. I would have put the first book up there, but it was such a good series. I wish she had continued writing that series because it was so good. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to sleep. Bye. Have a good day. God bless you in all you do. Thanks for watching.